The CGI has begun dictating the judgment. In fact, these are very important observations which have been stated by the CGI, who says as part of the oral observations, we're contemplating ordering recounting of all votes. The 8 votes invalidated shall be treated as valid and results be declared on the basis of the same. This is what we may say, said the CGI very recently, and has now begun dictating the judgment. First to take to social media, Arvind Kejriwal, the Aam Aadmi Party Supremo Bhavtosh, who says, thank you, Supreme. Difficult time. So if these 8 votes which were declared invalid by the returning officer are now seen as valid and recounting takes place on the basis of the same, this certainly means that this election is headed in the Aam Aadmi Party's favor, and hence this reaction from Arvind Kejriwal already.
Yes, Christine, it would be a very big victory for Aam Aadmi Party as well as for the alliance between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress. Remember, just ahead of the elections, Aam Aadmi Party and Congress went to an alliance. They claimed that they won this election, and it was Anil Masih who was the presiding officer and also the councillor who invalidated 8 votes. Now, yesterday he had said that the reason why he made the cross marks, or had in fact put out the cross marks, was because of the defacement. Now, he said this before the Chief Justice of India, and today when the ballot papers were opened before the Chief Justice of India, there were no defacement, and Abhishek Manu Singhvi, the senior advocate, told the bench that he should be tried for perjury. Even the Chief Justice of India had said that he can't see any kind of defacement. Now, Maninder Singh, senior advocate, had said that they should go for fresh election, to which Abhishek Manu Singhvi has said that the reason why the opposing side is asking for fresh elections is primarily because of horse trading that has already happened, and horse is actually a word that will shame horses. Now, the order is being dictated by the Chief Justice of India. He said that Section 38 of Punjab Municipal Corporation governs Chandigarh, and there were already many petitions that were filed by the people who were fighting for this election for the post of mayor as well as for deputy mayor. On January 18, the elections were to be held. The presiding officer was Anil Masih, but he fell ill. So there was a lot of controversy ahead of the mayor election that was taking place, and because of this, Aam Aadmi Party as well as Congress went into alliance. Then we all saw the controversial video clips which in fact went viral, in which Anil Masih can be seen not only making the crossbars but also looking at the CCTV footage, and that's the reason last week the Supreme Court had said that Anil Masih is making a mockery of the democracy, but also he is responsible for the death of democracy, and Supreme Court would not allow this. Yesterday also he lied before the Chief Justice's court. He said that he was making these marks and told the court, open court, that what he was doing was actually correct. Now, when these ballot papers were opened today in the Chief Justice's court, his lie was caught. There were no defacement on the ballot papers. The ballot papers were all right, they were clean, and the Chief Justice asked Anil Masih, this is very pertinent, he asked Anil Masih, when there were no defacements, then why did you say that he was marking these ballot papers because they were invalidated votes? Now, if the Chief Justice said in the open court, if that happens, then AAP candidate will win the election. The mayor post will go to Aam Aadmi Party, but Solicitor General, who is appearing for Chandigarh UT, he wants that fresh elections should be held. One has to wait and see what would be the final order.
Okay, very interesting. The Supreme Court taking note of not just the ballot papers but also the video that's got viral on social media, and also saying that the commotion actually began after the ballot papers were defaced. Or rather, once Anil Masih had scribbled on these ballot papers. So these are very important observations being made by the Supreme Court, as the CJI has begun dictating the judgment already. And the first reaction, like I said, has already come in from Aam Aadmi Party Supremo Arvind Kejriwal, thanking the Supreme Court. Let me quickly go across to Meghna, joining us with that detailed reaction.
vindication time for the Aam Aadmi Party. After all, it is there and Congress's combined candidate who had moved this plea in the Supreme Court. Arvind Kejriwal, the convener of Aam Aadmi Party, also Delhi Chief Minister, has said, "Thank you, Supreme Court, for saving democracy in these difficult times." Hashtag Chandigarh Mayor polls. Saving democracy in these difficult times, essentially claiming vindication, and it's part of that larger Save Democracy chant that has been coming in from the India bloc.
Okay, many thanks for that, Meghna. Interesting commentary coming in from Justice Pardiwala to Anil Masi and his lawyer, Bhavtosh, wherein, Justice Pardiwala says, yesterday we were told that Mr. Masi was only marking defaced ballots and there was commotion, he was going to be attacked. But from the video, after closely examining the video, the top court has found that the commotion actually happened after declaration of results, given the manner in which the returning officer conducted himself and went ahead while declaring all of these 8 votes invalid.
Yes, sir. Yes, in fact, the commotion happened after the votes were declared because the BJP candidate won the mayor's election, and that was the reason. That was the reason why the commotion happened, and this has been noted by the bench itself. Remember, the Chief Justice also told the court, the open court, that if he goes through the entire video footage, then it will go on till 5:45. But the 3-member bench watched the entire the relevant portion. And not only the Chief Justice, but also all the lawyers present were smiling. And in fact, they were all smiling when they watched this clip, because this clip, in fact, Tisreen, became very viral. And everyone saw how Anil Masi was making those marks and, in fact, was invalidating the ballot papers, which led to the BJP winning the mayor's post. Just ahead of the hearing in the Supreme Court, he resigned, and 3 AAP councillors, they switched sides, thus making, if the fresh election now take place, then the
Aam Aadmi Party, of course, says it stands vindicated. Let's take in a word from Aam Aadmi Party Punjab spokesperson RPS Malhotra. Mr. Malhotra, a big relief for the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress, since you were fighting these elections together. The 8 votes which were declared invalid by the returning officer, in all likelihood, are going to be declared valid. They're going to be counted, which means that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress combined are going to win the mayor election, sir. Your first thoughts?
Well, it's a great day in the history of democratic India, and big hope has been given to the entire nation by the Supreme Court of India. The way BJP was hell-bent on murdering the democracy in the nation, the whole world was watching, and India's name was being tarnished. It is a saving grace that Supreme Court has turned the decision, and Aam Aadmi Party candidate has been declared the mayor. So I congratulate the entire nation, all the democratic forces, all the democracy-loving people, and long live democracy.
Okay, you're thanking the top court of the country for this verdict. The CGI, importantly, still dictating the order. We're tracking that very closely. Thank you, sir, for speaking to us. A quick break for now. We'll be right back.